Hell, let's go live. And wow, we are live. The live stream today is Come and Entertain Me. Oh, I am bored. I'm at home. I'm alone. I'm bored. I need entertaining. That's what I need. I need entertaining. So if you want to come and entertain me, come and hang out, come and chat, feel free to come, chat, entertain. I don't know. I just needed some company. I'm home alone tonight, so I have plenty of time to stream. And if anyone turns up, they turn up. And if I talk to myself, so be it. At this point, yeah, if you want to say hi, howdy doody, welcome in the chat. If you were here last night, I streamed for 5 hours. That was impressive. I'm impressed by my resilience to stream for 5 hours. If I'm honest, I did fairly well. It's like the longest stream I've done recently, 5 hours. I have to tip my own hat to that one. Wow, last night was interesting. If you want to know more about that, obviously you'll see that this evening. Jamie's doing a reaction to last night's debacle of a interview, a hangout, or whatever they called it, with Coach I Can't Teach, but I Can Coach, or whatever he's called now. The wannabe YouTube star. I was bored, thought I would stream and hang out. If anyone wants to join me, by all means. I don't really have anything planned today. I don't have any plans of what I'm going to stream about, what we're going to chat about, but we shall see. We shall play it by ear. So, we shall wait to see who turns up. I've had a nice quiet day. I've gone for a walk, which was kind of nice. Got out for a bit. Gone out in the real world, as daunting as it may be right now. But people are really friendly around my area, mind you. They're polite, they're friendly. I must have spoke to, I don't know, 20 people today. Compared to usual, I had an entire conversation outside Costa with the guy and his dog. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. Usually I'm very standoffish when it comes to talking to people. But I did talk to a guy and his dog outside. I've been talking to dog walkers all day. I don't normally. Usually I just like, oh, could you to the dog. I don't know. I kind of talked a bit more. But went for a nice long walk. It was cold. I went for a walk. That's all I've done today. I know. I'm excited by my extravagant lifestyle that I lead of frivolous excitement. I got no other plans today. This is my day in all its glory. Let me put that up a bit more. And then you can see me. No, too close. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it where I feel comfortable to stream. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, the stream's called Come and Entertain Me. Like I said, home alone this evening. Not got any plans. So yeah, entertain me. I need entertainment. I mean, there's only so much. There's only so much YouTube you can watch or Netflix. Let's be honest. But you know, if people want to hang out with me, if people don't want to hang out with me, do you know what? To be honest, I'm kind of easygoing. My streams have never been structured. They've never had a certain thing about them. Hey, Flaming. I don't know. I don't have anything really to talk about. I was just bored. I'm home alone. I'm bored. I'm bored already. I've eaten, so give a tick to me. I've already eaten, which is pretty good. There's nothing like a microwave breakfast to get you through the day. Um, that's basically all I've done, really, apart from go for a walk. Messaged Emmy. Me and Emmy are going to live stream hopefully at some point. So, my friend Emmy, if you know her on here, or Emily in real life, we hang out quite a lot. We have done previously. She's been kind of off YouTube. I've been kind of off my game when it comes to life in general. So hopefully she's going to live stream with me next week. So that would be kind of fun. If I can get Solus to stream with me, it'll be a party. Me, Solus, and Emmy, the old crew, back together. Oh, good old days. I miss the good old days of YouTube. I don't know what happened to them. I think YouTube beefs and fights and trolling just kind of took that away. Me and Emmy kind of were part of a group at one point, and we kind of distanced ourselves from them. But me and Emmy is always stuck together, though, mind you, through everything. We've always stayed friends. We've had differences of opinions, and we've always butted heads and sorted it out because that's what we do. So yeah, I need entertainment. Not asking for a performing monkey, but apart from sitting here the rest of the night watching Netflix, which as much as I like Netflix as the last person, watching Netflix for a year can get a bit, yeah. So how are you, Flaming Dragon? How is Flaming doing today? Um, what else to say, I guess? Hopefully, I shall have some more people. Last night, it took me like half an hour to get people in here, so I was just kind of rambling to myself. But then I ended up staying for 5 hours. So, hey, coach. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing, coach? Last night, well. Eli and JB are finally in a bromance. How long is that going to last? How are you today, coach? How's Anna? Hope she's feeling better. But that little bromance last night, oh my God. And did you see all the donations Eli got? Did you see all the donations Eli got in his stream last night? He got like 50. Someone donated £100 to him at one point. Like he handed up with like I think it was between 150 and £200 worth of donations last night. It was crazy. I can't understand who would donate to Eli. Whether they're making fun of him, whether they're trolling him, whether they're true donations. God, I hope not. But yeah, they donated £100 to him at one point. I'm like, why? I'm guessing they're trolling him. Good afternoon, Kool-Aid. But Jamie's doing a review tonight of the live stream with JB and Eli. I think that's around. I think it's around midnight for me. I don't know what time that is for you, but I think it was midnight for me. So I think it was midnight, something like that. But it should be a fairly good thing. To be honest, the first half of it was just bashing poor SB for like an hour. She did really get the brunt of it when it came to that interview or interrogation or whatever Eli was doing with JB. She will be in bed by the time he starts. We will be in bed by the time he starts at 8 our time. All right, so that'll be midnight for me. He's not a troll. she's a JB supporter and gave Cucky $200. Yeah. Hey, crazy. Who would want to give Cucky 50p, let alone $200? I mean, let's be honest. Though I wouldn't donate to Eli. Not if it was to get him off the screen, maybe, or get him to shut up. I think I've only ever donated once to Eli, and that was like £1, I think. But yeah, $200 to a troll. Why? I don't know. I couldn't work it out myself whether they're playing with Eli, whether there's an ulterior motive, whether they have something in the pipeline for him. But yeah, they were basically going after SB last night. It was literally a shit show. Jamie did get some of it, but Jamie was more like the last half of it. They'd already gone hell for leather on poor SB. And then they went into the Jamie stuff, and I think Eli was going for more SB the entire time. He kept changing the subject kind of thing and was always bringing them in. And it's kind of sad because SB's not a bad person. No better use of money. I know, it was weird. First they donated a fiver to him, then it was 50, then it was 100, and I was like, Jesus Christ, 100 to Eli, and then Eli had already donated between him and Dream when they were on JB's. He'd already donated 25 to JB. American Dream gave JB some money. So the cuck money that he was given the night before, he just redonated back to JB. Then to donate to him is what I meant. All right, no better use than donate to Eli. Wow. I mean, what can you say to that? I mean, Eli basically donated, I think it was £20 or 25. American Dream donated to JB, and then when Eli did his stream, he got £200 worth of donations. I don't know what JB is up to, and I don't know what Eli is up to, but it can't be good, whatever it is, and whatever happens between them two, they're going to fall apart. It's pretty obvious that shit's going to come falling down. I'm hoping it's going to come falling down. I want to be in the sidelines watching the fur fly. That's what I want. Because it's going to happen. Fur will fly. It's just when. Just waiting in the wings, watching it all play out. That's what I do. I wait in the wings, watch it play out. I did watch most of it last night. Honestly, Eli was kind of boring me to sleep at one point. I was like trying to keep awake and I'm whoa. I'm falling asleep. Eli was going on and on about the same stuff again, as per usual. JB was kind of drinking, kind of they're both rather irrelevant. Let them play with each other. Yeah, they'll be their own downfall. And we just watch from the sideline, as Jamie said. We watch from the sideline and let it just take over. JB told his motivation. He wanted Eli to quit. Oh, it's because of Brian, talking on Brian. And talking to quit talking on Brian for Eli. He just wants JB to protect him from us. Oh, yeah. It was kind of weird seeing, JB white knighting for Eli and vice versa. Yeah, it'll be best on the sideline. Hashtag innocent bystander. Just watch it all fall apart. Yeah, the best thing we can do is just let them be their own demise, as I put it. Let them fall apart themselves. But yeah, I'm currently at home. I've been for a walk. I've had something to eat. I have an entire free evening, so I thought I would stream. I didn't really have anything to do this evening. So I thought I would just live stream. I did live stream for 5 hours last night. You guys, if you joined at any point, there they just carried on talking last night. We were getting really into it and talking. You've heard the expression, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and that's what Eli is thinking. Yeah. There's always the saying, keep your friends close to you and your enemies even closer. Yeah. Eli's doing the best thing he can is to keep JB close to him, and JB's keeping him close to him to keep his money in check. So I think Eli took down the website of the sponsor. He did, didn't he? Because he had to abide by what JB said. Because honestly, you know, if anyone's going to be worried about someone on YouTube, Eli should be worried of JB, I guess. All the beefs they've had and that. If one person Eli should be scared of, apart from maybe like in theory, or Coach J Ron, would be JB. JB can make or break his channel, in all honesty, with the trolling and everything, I guess. Hey, Emmy. You right, my sweetie? But if anyone wants to come up and shoot the shit, I can put the link in the chat. I'm an open book and willing to be entertained. As my friend said, come and entertain me. I have nothing to do this evening. I am 100% free to live stream, and I was just kind of bored. Just kind of bored. I just wanted something to do. And you guys are great conversation. And as I don't have a cat, or my son's not here this evening, he's at his girlfriend, so I've got like a free reign of my house. I keep reminding them of the hatred between them so they never forget. Yeah, yeah. Eli's done some horrible shit to JB. JB's done some horrible shit to Eli. I'm good. Just had some manga arrive. Ooh, new manga. What did you order, Emmy? Is it anything good? Is it more Hero Academia stuff? Or is it something else? Because I know you're into My Hero Academia quite a lot. But yeah, keep reminding them, J-Rom. Don't let them ever forget the shit that they've done between them and the shit they've done to other people as well. Whether it's swatting, doxing people, don't let them forget that shit because that's who they are. You know, you can't forget your true self. You can have a fake persona all you like, but the real person is still there. So they can act nicey at the minute to each other, but you give it a couple of weeks and I guarantee you the fur will fly. And Jamie's got the best advantage point of it all, just standing back like us and watching it happen. Good afternoon, Gordo. They don't care about what they did to others. They don't. They have no morals, no ethics. They just don't care. And that's the worst of humanity. You know, that's like the lower form of YouTube where you do not care about what you say or what you do to people. It's really low. It's from the creators of Death Note called Platinum End. Ooh, I love Death Note. Death Note was a great series. Absolutely 100% fan of Death Note. But I've never heard of Platinum End before. Still waiting for this wrench on this chat. Have you still? What do you mean? Have you not got a wrench, Gordo? What are you talking about? Well, that's because you're in your troll form, Godo. Your other one, I believe, had a wrench. Didn't your other account have a wrench? I'm sure your other account had a wrench, but you're in troll mode, aren't you? Your other one wasn't a troll. Death Note was the second anime I ever watched. To be fair, Death Note was the first anime I ever watched. Absolutely love Death Note. And you'll keep waiting, Gordo. You're like Joe Buddy. Joe's been going on me for ages, for like years, to have a wrench on my channel. Joe always says, I don't have a wrench. I don't have. No, you don't have a wrench, Joe. Joe Buddy's always tried to get a wrench. He was moaning the other day he didn't have one, and I still didn't give him one. That's my way of doing things. I'm in control. Oh, are you feeling left out, Gordo? Are you the only one without a wrench, Gordy? Yes, it is, but I can't log into my channel at the moment. I know, sweetie. I know. I know. You want to feel part of the gang. Oh, look, it's because the chat. Oh, you're the only one without a wrench, Gordo. All right. You promised to behave, though, okay? There we go. You're happy now. There you go. Oh, what? Just don't tell Joe Buddy. Because he'll complain. He'll complain that Gordo's got one. Right. Behave yourself, okay? Treat my wrench wisely. Yeah. Joe Buddy will boo-hoo who he hasn't got a wrench. He'll pop in here and that'll be, where's my wrench? Which is fair enough. He can complain all he likes. But if you want to come up, Emmy or Flaming Dragon, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, to be fair. If you want to hang out and chat, I'm going to rub his nose in it. Well, thank you for that, Gordo. Raven is feeling especially dominant today. Am I? I kind of am. I'm in that dominant mood. I'm feeling a bit dominant, but unfortunately, I don't have a submissive to hand, which is a shame. I like to have them on tap. I am. I do feel a bit dominant today. I must admit. You're going to rub his nose in it. Well, thank you for that, Gordo. That should make life so much easier in my chat. You should time him out when he comes in, Gordo, just because you can. Just wind him up. Thanks for that, Anna. No fry for Joe. Oh, bless him. The poor man. He donates to my channel as well, Gordo, so play nicely. Play nicely, Gordo. But I don't know if anyone's doing anything interesting today. Anyone been out and about? Subscriber submissive, just saying. Subscriber submissive. Yeah, I like it, coach. I do feel a bit dominant today. I do. I've got the whole kind of wit attitude today. I don't know why. Maybe it's just how I'm feeling. Maybe I woke up in a good mood. Who knows? Could be that I have my house to myself, and I can feel I could be a bit more kind of thing today. I don't know. Just being me, as always. Just being Raven. Me and Joe get on, so it's only a bit of fun and banter. Yeah. It's fine. Maybe he can donate to me, and you can stop timing him out. We'll work it between the three of us. Yeah, I've had a quiet day. I've been for a walk. That was kind of nice. Saw some dogs, chatted to a couple of people, just kind of, hung around, I guess you could say. Not much else to do during lockdown. I'm kind of limited to what I can and can't do, if I'm honest. Um, but yeah, it's been a quiet day, mind you. Quiet evening, really, to be honest. I haven't really got any plans. Um, I don't really have any plans for the chat or for the live stream. Once again, I've just gone live with no plans. It just says come and entertain me. I don't know what else to put as a title. I could have put bored at home, maybe. That wouldn't really entice people very much, I guess. Um, maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe I'm not the only one bored at home. Maybe there's a whole band of us that are bored at home. I mean, at the minute, there's no one else here but me. I kind of have the house to myself tonight, so I can entertain myself. Um, but I don't know. We can talk about anything and anything. I don't really have any plans or topics or anything. It was just come and entertain me. I really didn't know. I just thought I would live stream. I knew Jamie was going live tonight. Later tonight, late tonight for me. And I didn't think I can stay up for it. If I'm honest, I've been up the last couple of Ravens Home Alone. I'm home alone. Have you noticed though, when I've got a rent, I never ban anyone unless they're doxing names or blatant trolls. I just time them out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do see that you do behave, Gordo. I do keep a watchful eye on you, Gordo. Yeah, you don't really time them out. I mean, to be fair, you timed out RJ yesterday, and to be fair, I would have timed RJ out as well. I don't like him flip flopping. I don't think he's got any reason to speak on stuff because he just flips and flops. And I think you were right on timing him out yesterday, Gordo. I really do. People disagreed with you, and Jamie said to let him talk and interact, but I would have probably abandoned myself. Saturdays are no boring now. I haven't got my music lessons. Um, yeah, I mean Saturdays are just boring in general. Honestly, haven't really had a lot to do since lockdown. RJ's a flip where he deserves to be timed out. He does deserve. I would have banned him if he came to my chat right now. I would ban him. I wouldn't want to hear his opinions or anything. I would just ban him. That's just me. Um, that's just how I roll. I would have just banned him. I'm not interested in flip floppers. I'm not asking you to like sit there and Emmy doesn't know who I am. Does she not? I'm sure she knows who Trollbuster is. I'm sure Emmy remembers Trollbuster. I'm sure if you go back a couple of years, she'll remember who you are, Gordo. They stopped during lockdown. Yeah, because of being in close proximity. I'm sure Emmy knows who you are. Um, I'm sure you two know who each other are. I'm sure you know who she is, Gordo, and vice versa. But yeah, if anyone wants to come up and kind of hang out and entertain each other, I don't really have any topics. So if you want to pick one, you remember Trollbuster? Exactly. She remembers. So she doesn't know me as Gordo. No, she doesn't know you as Gordo. But if she remembers who Trollbuster is, I'm sure she can work out who you are, Gordo. Um, I'm sure she can work out who Trollbuster is. And as she says, she remembers. So she knows who you are, Gordo. I do believe we met in Birmingham. See, I told you she's a clever girl. Clever girl, Miami. Yeah, see? Can't fool everyone, Gordo. Uh-huh. See, as soon as I said Trollbuster, she knew who you were in an instant. Telltale sign. Yeah, we met at Birmingham. That was a hootenanny, wasn't it? Um, that was an eventful occasion. Yeah, me and Emmy are going to meet up in Birmingham as well at some point. Once this lockdown decides it wants to go away, I'm hopefully going to go to Birmingham. That would be kind of cool. That's all I'm going to say. Ha ha. Yeah, I bet you are. I haven't got my cockbuster avatar on this account. Oh well. Trollbuster, cockbuster. You're still busting somebody. It was a very eventful time. I did do the story of Birmingham the other night, and my hotel and the entire weekend for me was a bit. Not that I didn't mind going all the way there. It wasn't exactly the greatest occasion, I traveled for like, 4 hours the night before, and if anything, the day didn't really go to plan. It was like the hottest day of the year. We were dying. And I haven't been back to that channel again. I haven't gone back to Jeanette and Pixie in a long time because I'm banned from what I know of. Jeanette banned me, so I haven't been back there. I have said hello to Pixie once or twice, but I'm still banned in Jeanette. So I'm not banned in Eagles or Randoms because I've talked to them. I talked to Barry, so I do talk to some people still from the group, but Jeanette still has me banned, and I don't like the other girl. I think she's nasty, but that's just me. What else? Let me have a sip of drink before I say something else. But it was an interesting time. Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know what else to say. I'd like to go back to Birmingham. I have said to Emmy about going back at some point that I want to go back to Birmingham, which would be kind of cool. Which would be kind of fun at some point. I don't know when though. Sometime in lockdown's future. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully before the end of the year. That would be kind of cool. End of the year to go. I could see that being fun. But who knows? I have to play it by ear. See what the year brings. The first 3 months have been pretty rough. The next three are getting out of lockdown, and then we have 6 months left of the year to make something of 2021. So anything's possible, I guess. Hopefully I'm back as Gordo. Hey, Ramsey. You could be Trollbuster, you could be Ramsey, you can be whoever you like, Gordo. I don't know what to say or do. Don't really have anything to talk about as such. Like I said, I'm trying not to troll people. So I'm trying to keep my content fairly above board. As I said, I'm JB and Eli just gonna sit back and watch the fair fly. But aside from that, it was a really quiet day yesterday. Of course, back then I didn't drive, so I had to come up on the train. Yeah. To be fair, I took a 4-hour train to get to Birmingham. And then see, I stayed the night before Gordo, so and then I took a train back. Not the day that I met you, I took a train back the day after. So I came up the day before, hung around, saw you the next day, and then I went home the day after. So I stayed there for 2 nights, which was kind of fun. Birmingham's an interesting place, mind you. It's the first time I'd been that side of the country, really, i.e. Birmingham sort of area. Yeah, obviously you now drive, Gordo. You know, what a difference a couple of years make, huh? But yeah, I'm not sure. Don't know what else to talk about. Like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about today. I'm kind of, and I came on a bus. It's a shithole. I mean, to be fair to Birmingham, I saw the train station, my hotel room, and the bull ring. That's kind of all I saw of Birmingham. So you go from the train station here. My hotel was round the corner. Then you had the bull ring down the end. That's kind of where I stayed in that one street. The train station was here. My hotel was there. Bull ring was down the end, and I kept like on that one stretch of Birmingham. So I can't really comment on Birmingham as like a whole. Emmy came up on the bus, which takes about an hour. And that was enough. Well, I mean, I guess. And you have two cars since you've had two different cars since then. Oh, cool. I did sort out a car for my partner. I only knew the bus. I only know the shops are her. Yeah, I don't know much else about Birmingham as like a whole, like touristy, if you want to call it that. The whole tourist thing of Birmingham, because Birmingham, obviously, I only saw one stretch of Birmingham. Birmingham is a big place, and I'm sure it has a lovely area. I don't know. Like I said, haven't seen more than the one stretch of Birmingham that I went to. But I do like Emmy's shop that she took me to. The anime shop, that was pretty cool. Hopefully it's still there and still in business, because that was one of my favourite shops in Birmingham, was the anime shop. I have a new shape Mondeo estate. Ooh. I've just sorted out my ex-partner with a Honda Accord. Tokyo Toys, yeah, that was so nice in there. Such a nice little anime shop. Um, okay, Raven, enjoy your stream. Anna and I are taking a day off YouTube. I'm going to watch the movies and cuddle. Just wanted to show you some love. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Coach. You're welcome. I hope Anna's feeling a lot better and you two have a little loved up coupley day. I don't blame you for taking a day off YouTube, if I'm honest. I also love Forbidden Planet. Yeah, Tokyo Toys was a really cool shop that we went to. There were some really cool figures in there. But if you want to come up, Emmy, I can put the link in the chat. I don't know who else is still here. I know Gordo is waiting in the wing. As always, my little bodyguard. Are they still going, though? Had they gone bust? I don't know. No. I don't know. Like I said, I've only been to Birmingham once. It's still there. Oh, cool. Perfect. It's a cool little place. There was so much stuff in such a small little shop, though. Such a small little shop, and it was crammed full of stuff. It's all our forbidden planets are gone. Oh dear, Gordo, because you're in Bristol, aren't you? You're in Bristol, and Emmy's more towards Birmingham. But it's a shame. It's a real shame. But hopefully at some point can go back there and hang out, and it would be so nice to just go back to Birmingham. There are two forbidden planets in Birmingham. There's two of them? Oh, that's cool. It's nice to see they're still open. What with the pandemic and all that, it's little businesses like that kind of suffer, kind of thing. What with the way of lockdown. Um, but it's good to see they've managed to stay. But yeah, I'd love to go back to Birmingham. If not for the anime shops, obviously you go to see Emmy as well. Yeah, one's called Worlds of. It's in the train station. Oh, it probably is. My bad, getting confused with another store. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, I went to obviously the one you took me to. Um, um, but I haven't watched much anime recently. I watched Attack on Titan season 3, which I haven't watched the new season yet. I watched quite a few weird ones. I watched Elven Live about a year ago. I've watched some of the Fate series. I'm playing the new Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation, if that counts. Um, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that kind of thing. Do you still talk to Adam? I haven't spoken to Adam in maybe a year. I did at one point. I used to speak to Adam all the time, but not anymore. I think he shut his YouTube channel down and then he started doing it on like Instagram and stuff like that. But I haven't spoken to him in must be a year at least. I don't know what communication Emmy has with him. Um, I know they're not dating anymore. That much I do know. I know they're not dating anymore, but how much they speak, I couldn't tell you. Um, but he was a nice enough guy, mind you. Um, I guess. But he did have his channel, and obviously he was porn bombed back in the day, and then he started another channel. And I just don't think he kind of, I don't know, it was kind of nice having that channel to go to and socialize, and we'd all hang out there, and you know, what's his name? Hot Boy or whatever he's called, that I watch sometime, his other friend. Um, but you know, life carries on. Um, life carries on, and you know, just make each day as we can. That's kind of it. Um, it's really quiet today on YouTube. Then again, it is 6 o'clock, so I'm guessing that's why. I didn't want to do a really late stream tonight. I wanted to kind of do an early one. Um, yeah, but we aren't together anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned that last night that things had separated. But yeah, you know, that's how life goes. I guess I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come up. I'm gonna put it in the chat for a bit and see if anyone wants to come up. It's hard keeping the chat going. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm suffering. I'm suffering. I'll put it in the chat for a bit and we'll see. I'm sure Eli is already disliked my stream. No. Wow, he does have some shit happens. Yeah. I did as you saw, Amy, I did a stream the other day about relationships. And obviously I'm single too, Emmy. You obviously know my single life has gone really well so far. I've been single a year. So that's gone well. Have to look at a silver lining in every situation. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure there'll be one eventually. I don't know how. Um, you're meant to see the positive and negative stuff that happens. You're still with Mrs. G. Well, I'm glad of that, Gordo. You're a lucky man. Oh, you're a lucky man, Gordo. If only I could find a man to put up with me. 13 years, he did pretty well. Can't fault the guy for putting up with me for that long. Some men can't tolerate me for 13 minutes, so I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. I don't know about now. Relationships, dating's kind of like a minefield. Things happen for a reason. Hey, Alexander, how are you this evening? But yeah, StreamYard link is there if you want to jump up, Emmy, or anyone else, as long as I know you. Always look on the bleak side. I mean, I do tend to focus on the negative. I am kind of a negative Nelly when it comes to things like that. I suppose you could say I do stand on the more negative side. I think that's just personal outlook on life, that my life is bleak and so is everything else, although bad luck does seem to follow me around, to be honest. Bad luck always seems to be around. I mean, whether I like it or not, it does seem to be that way. But it's not all bad. Can it all be bad? I mean, I'm guessing it can all be bad. But things do happen for a reason. Yeah, things can happen for a reason. I guess you could say. But I suppose it's the way how we deal with them, which is the main important thing. Bored? Tell me about it. Bored, fed up, and have to wait possibly 12 weeks to get the other injection. Oh, you've had your COVID injection today. Things are me and Miss G, we don't argue, plus we have the same sense of humour, hence why we work. Yeah, you have to find someone that can bounce off of you. Someone that can get your jokes, obviously, Gordo. Someone you can bounce off, someone you can pour your heart out to and have a bad day and know they'll be there for you. What up to you this morning? It's actually 6 in the evening. So this evening, I've been for a walk today. Or this afternoon. It's actually 6 o'clock, so we're more like evening. But if anyone wants to join me on the panel, the link is pinned to the top of the comments. Feel free to jump on and save this train wreck of a live stream at any point. Yeah, had the COVID injection on Thursday. Oh, well, hopefully you haven't had many side effects. That's the one thing I'm worried about, is the side effects with my low immune system. I don't take injections really well. I usually pass out. But can't all be awesome all the time. But yeah, the StreamYard link is pinned, and that'll take you straight to come on my stream if anyone would like to save this live stream. Because I'm trying. We're looking at getting another pup, but the prices are still stupidly high. No panel for me today, hopefully soon. Oh, cool, Sadriff, no worries. Hopefully, yeah, you did say about a puppy. I saw some cute little puppies today. Cute little Dachshund, so sweet. I saw repeated dogs today on the trail. I have tiredness and a sore arm. Yeah, people were saying that you feel a bit tired, feel a bit sick, that your arm gets pretty sore, and it only meant to last a couple of days though. And then you're meant to feel better. Some people have had I want to call it flu-like symptoms for a couple of days and then felt better. Other people have had headaches, sore arms, tiredness. So as long as it goes within a couple of days, hopefully you should be fine. Like you said, you only had it on Thursday, so hopefully by Monday you feel better. I want a dog, not a rat. You want a beefy dog. You want a man's dog. Um, but yeah, this little Dachshund was so cute, and I've seen quite a few dogs today, all different breeds. Um, some big, some small, and they all liked me. Most likely be another German Shepherd. Oh, they're not bad dogs though. They're obedient. They're hyperactive. Um, you were listening to a radio show, and they were saying there is a curfew in London due to late night assaults. Is it true? I have no idea, Sadra. I don't know. I'm not in London, and I don't really listen to the news unless it's about COVID, because then it's kind of need to know. I have no idea if there's a curfew. I love dogs for other people. Yeah. Like I said, I can't have a dog or a pet. I can have a man pet. I can have a man that's my pet, but I can't have an actual pet. Yeah, I have no idea, Sadrift. I don't really watch, like I said, the news. And the only radio I listen to would be my podcast that I listen to from True Crimes Daily. I don't tend to watch and listen to radio or TV very much. Um, but if there is a curfew, then there's a curfew for a good reason, I'm guessing. Oh well, my eyes swell shut from dog hair. Oh, you're allergic to dogs. Oh dear. Oh well, that's a shame because dogs are cute. I mean, I don't know if I'd want one. My parents had dogs when I was younger, and cats and rabbits and birds, and literally like a zoo at my house. But I don't know if I'd want a dog nowadays. I have a lot of responsibilities. You can't really go on holiday. It's kind of, not exactly great. Um, but they're cute from afar, though. That's what I like about dogs. They're cute from afar. May consider a Belgian Malin. Oh, cool. I like the Belgian Malinois. They're a really cool dog. Um, they're kind of they're kind of like an Alsatian, aren't they? Um, there was in December, which was 10 p.m., but not aware if there's a current one. Okay. Well, thank you, Flaming Dragon. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't watch TV really, unless it's popping up on YouTube. It's very rare that I'm going to hear something because I tend to watch YouTube. But if you want to, Emmy or anyone wants to jump on the panel, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. All you do is press on it and you'll end up straight on. And if anyone wants to hang out in more Hangout terms, um, but a Belgian Malinois is a really cool dog. It's a big dog, mind you. Yeah, it's a big goth dog. Yeah, I've watched Crufts enough Gorda, and I've actually studied dogs quite a lot. I went through the town the other day, and there was this gorgeous little dog. And I walked past it, and I'm like, that is definitely that breed. And the little dog came over to me, and I said, "Is your dog a Japanese chin?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "I thought so." And she said, "You know what? A lot of people didn't know the breed of her dog." And she said, "How did I know it was a Japanese chin?" I said, "Because I watch Crufts quite a lot. I watch Crufts every year, and I pick up on the dog." And she said, "Yeah, it's a Japanese chin." And she was like, "Don't people don't know this kind of dog breed very well?" And I said, "Well, I've watched Crufts, so I do well when it comes to dog breeds. Crufts is one of my favourite shows to watch every year. The Raw Crufts is one of them, and I like to watch the Chelsea Flower Show every year. So they're the two things I do kind of like watching on the telly. Crufts mainly because I can watch it live on YouTube, which is also good. Do excuse me. Um, but yeah, used to have a dog when we were younger called Pippi, and he was a crossbreed of some description, like a crossbreed mongrel. I don't know what breed he was. And then we've had other dogs over the years. Or my dad's had other dogs. Um, but I've always had cats. Obviously, I had Blossom, and then she died, and now I've got Midnight. So they're the only animals I've personally had. Um, woof woof. Well, thank you for that, Alexander. Um, but yeah, kind of cool. Um, you love dogs and cats. See, I like dogs and cats. I've kind of had both. I've lived with dogs, I've lived with cats, and in all honesty, at the minute, the fact I can't have a cat or a dog in my house, I'm actually quite grateful because the cat hair was kind of a problem with the cat, and the dogs, all the barking. So I guess if you want to put it between the two, at the minute, the fact I can't have any animals, I'm quite happy with that. Um, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, I'm quite happy not having a cat dog situation. I'm not calling you a dog. Well, woof woof. Oh, there's no worries, Alexander. I will beg for treats though if you want, and get on my little paws and beg for treats. Um, you can donate to me in the chat if you want to give me a treat. Um, um, come on, stop it. Yeah, I can beg for treats, I suppose. To be fair, I've never really begged for anything. It's usually just given to me. So unlike a dog, I guess, I don't have to like beg for anything. Haha, Raven. Because you said crufts. Yeah. Um, I love crufts. I watch crufts every year, and I generally pick the winner. I'm really good when it comes to picking dogs. Not very often I fail to pick the crufts winner. Maybe I should have a bet one year and test my theory. Uh, I picked like the last three winners in a row. Um, when I used to read utility meters, I would have to go to people's fence in yards. And one day I came across this really exotic looking dog, almost like a lichen. A lichen? A lysine. A lysine, kind of like those weird, kind of exotic. Like an exotic dog. I breed hairless Chinese crested. Really? Oh, they're so cute. About 20 years ago, I used to sell them in the newspaper and I kept them till they died. Oh, yeah, I like Japanese chins. They're cute little ears and their little small frame is a perfect size dog for me. Either that or apart from a Japanese chin. Um, hmm, apart from a Japanese chin. Chinese crested are nice, but I do like something with a bit more meat on the bone, I suppose you could put it. So I kind of drawn to Tasmanian tiger from Australia, a marsupial that's been extinct for almost 100 years. Is that the ones with the really pointy ears? Tasmanian tiger from Australia. Wow. Rather you than me, Saydrift. Rather you than me. Um, but yeah, obviously Crofts didn't happen last year, and it's not happening this year. I was just, but hopefully next year Crufts will be on because I've always wanted to go and see all the dogs, and hang out and watch the shows. I'd love to see the toy show. I'm not interested in seeing like every group, but one of the shows I'd love to see would be the toys. I do like a little dog, um, kind of like a Pomeranian or a Japanese Chin, or I do like greyhounds as well. I do like greyhounds and Salukis and that kind of thing. I like Whippets, greyhounds, Salukis, that kind of dog. They almost look like dogs, but they're not canine. This particular dog I came across looked like one. I've never seen anything like it. Like I said, the woman, when I said that her dog was a Japanese Chin, and she was surprised by that. I also like schnauzers, gorgeous little schnauzers in, especially a Kerry Blue one. Kerry Blue Schnauzer is a really cute dog. I love the texture of its coat, the color. Um, for me, that would be my kind of dog. Kind of a Schnauzer, a Saluki, a Whippet, a Greyhound, a Japanese Chin, maybe a Crested, and that kind of size dog. Nothing overly massive. Can't we do? Where? Yeah, yeah. Greyhounds have legs for days. They do. But I do love a greyhound. I've got something to show you. Um, look at that. Got greyhounds all on it. And it goes right the way around like this. And then got little greyhounds on it, which is kind of cute. It's got little greyhounds. So I love greyhounds myself. And I've always liked greyhounds because I think they're a really gorgeous breed. Yeah. I love greyhounds as a breed. I think they're really friendly. They hold themselves well, and everything. I've always had German Shepherds. We had them when I was a kid, so I know the breed inside out. Yeah, it's always good to get a dog that you know a lot about, um, because there are so many breeds that you can choose from. You know, there's an endless array of dogs that you can go for, an endless array of dogs that you could have. The question is, what kind of dog suits you? Because every dog has a different temperament. Every dog has a different exercise that they need. Um, it depends also if you want a dog that sheds or not sheds, what kind of temperament you want, what kind of attention you want to be giving them, how playful. This is a picture of Ronnie. Okay. How much attention you want to give a dog, or oh my God, that's your dog? Oh, oh, look at him. That is it Ronnie is a boy, right? Or is Ronnie a girl? That is such a cute dog. Oh, you're so lucky, Gordo. I have a Great Dane on one property that I would read the utility meters on a regular basis, and this dog was super friendly. He would pounce on you like a Rottenness. He was so big, but they're so friendly though. My dad used to have a Great Dane, and he was called Demon. And unfortunately, he had to leave our house when my dad had us as babies. He's so cute. Ron's a chewer and he sheds. Oh, it's a him, like mad. They don't call them German shedders for nothing. Oh, but he's so cute. I mean, we can look aside from the. Oh, he's so sweet and so cute. You're so lucky, Gordo. You've got such a cute dog. There we go. Um, Such a cute dog. Demon, they're really charming. Yeah, he was called Demon. Um, he was a Great Dane. He was called Demon. It was a beautiful dog. Nice temperament. Really friendly. It probably licked you to death more than anything else. But we had to. My dad got rid of him when we were born because he was quite boisterous. He'd have his days where he was kind of tame, and other days he was really boisterous. So there was like a midway between his behavior and obviously around little kids and everything. But he went to a friend of my dad's and lived out his life, so he had a good life. Um, but your dog is so cute, Gordo. He's a big lad. He is a big lad. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Very cute. I think you had a picture of him before. He has got big, hasn't he? Because I have the previous pictures you sent me on Facebook, and he looking good. Because I have a previous one, and he has grown a bit. He's come into his own. What's the podcast you said you listen to sometimes? It's a True Crimes Daily podcast. It has up to date crimes. It's called True Crimes Daily Podcast. They also have a YouTube channel as well. Your friend had an Irish wolfhound called Geldof. He looks like Bob Geldof with the little scraggly beard, I bet, as well, yeah? Little scraggly beard. But yeah, it's True Crimes Daily Podcast. It's up to the date crimes that have happened recently, and they do an in-depth analysis. They go through the crime. They go through like the trial process. They go through a lot of stuff on there. But they also have a YouTube channel called True Crimes Daily as well as the podcast, which is pretty cool. I listen to it. They have a podcast that goes live once a week. And if you don't want to listen to it on as a podcast, you can watch it on their YouTube channel because they do load the podcast as a video onto their YouTube channel once a week. If I can find the link, I'll share it with you, Sadrift. Back it is. Yeah. But Irish wolfhounds are huge. I've stood next to one of them before and felt teeny tiny. They're so tall. But they're nice, really nice dogs. They look big and boisterous, but they're so nice and good tempered. He has his own shed with the TV. He has his own shed with the TV, sofa, heating. Didn't live long. Thinks he was only 8 when they had to put him down. Yeah, they don't have a very long lifespan. Irish wolfhounds usually live they have a very short life term. It's usually between like 8 and 10 years. They don't have a real long lifespan. What's the crazy British couple in the 90s that was abducting their actual daughter's friends and keeping them in the basement? The mum was batshit crazy. What was the crazy British couple in the 90s? That must be my neighbours. Same with the Great Danes. The crazy British couple in the 90s that were abducting their actual daughter's friends. Honestly, can't remember. Oh, stop it, phone. Why does your phone always go off when you're live? I honestly can't remember, but there are some batshit crazy people in the UK when it comes to abductors, kidnappers, serial killers. It does sound like the West, doesn't it? It could have been the West. Um, could have been the West. They were crazy, to be fair. Fred and Rose, just looked it up. That yeah, Fred and Rose West. They were a nasty pair. Absolutely not. I think I've actually done a video on them. I don't know if I've done one on both, but I've definitely done one on Fred. But I don't know if I've done a video on the couple as a whole. But yeah, absolutely horrible pair. You know, chaining these girls up and they were horrible. They used to torture them and assault them. Um, it's with my phone today. Yeah, they used to assault them and chain them up, and they were horrible people. For it to go unnoticed for so long as well, um, is a horrendous thing to think that your neighbours were watching you and no one said a word, which I suppose is the worst thing. Neighbours were suspicious, but no one ever complained, so they just continued to do it. Not long after the story broke, I was speaking to someone who worked for Fred. Oh, I've seen some BBC series about them a while back. Yeah. Recently, I've seen the Night Stalker series on Netflix to do with the Night Stalker killer that was targeting people. And then I've also watched the Cecil Hotel with the suspicious going ons at that hotel. And then I also watched, what else did I watch? Confessions of a Killer I've watched recently. I've watched quite a few crime dramas recently. They said he used to make his own sausages, so God knows what was in the sausages he made. I'd hate to think. I'd hate to think, Gordo. Um, but that I do watch a lot of crime, murder, serial killers, and that kind of thing. It's kind of my hobby, if you can call it a hobby. Um, some people want to watch a love story. Remember Betty Watts? Jesus? Yeah, I watched the Cecil Hotel. I watched the Night Stalker, who killed a number of women and a number of men. I actually put a video up today on what was my one today? I actually had a serial killer one go up today, which was the story of Marie Brenvillas was today's story. The eldest was one of her best mates. Oh, really? You do know some weird people, Gordo, don't you? Just saying. Just putting it out there, Gordo. You know some weird people, don't you? Jesus, regarding the sausage comment. Yeah, I have no idea. You can make assumptions on that, but I don't have the faintest idea on what was in the sausages. I doubt it was anything good. Let's put it like that. I doubt it was anything good. But hopefully everyone's enjoying this stream. My drink's nearly empty. Perfectly fine. I have a backup. But yeah, it's kind of weird. There's been some really crazy serial killers in the UK. The one that stands out to me was the Ian Brady one, and the Ian and Myra was probably the ones that stand out for me. There are a lot more, but that one did stand out for me. All the what else? To be fair, I'm not really like obsessed with British serial killers. I kind of like the American ones, if I'm honest. We were in the garden centre just outside Closs at the time. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Um, but it's not an obsession, serial killers, but I do watch a lot of stuff. Whether it's to do with murder, serial killers, the whole psychological serial killer thing, or whether it's forensics. I'll have to check out the podcast you listen to. Always looking for. It's a really good podcast. They really do go into depth. What they do is they start from the start of the case, and they work their way through as they go through the cases. Let me see if I can find you the most recent one, Sadrift. Let me see if I can find it. And let me send you the link for the newest one. If I can find it, hang on. Here we go. The most recent podcast I listened to was this one. Let me link it. Here we go. So, like I said, you can listen to the podcast on as a podcast, but you can also this one. That's the last podcast I listened to, and that was about a pregnant woman who disappeared off the face of the earth. And her boyfriend doesn't seem to be panicked by the fact that his pregnant girlfriend just kind of disappeared. And that's the last podcast I listened to. But you can listen to it as a podcast, or you can listen to it on Facebook. So that's on YouTube. So that's the last one that I listened to. Check out the Carla Faye Tucker case out of Texas. Carla and her drug addict boyfriend killed another couple in the 80s with a pickaxe. Ooh. Piquing my interest there, Sadrift. I also watched another series. I've watched lots of series. I've watched the Jeffrey Dahmer series. I watched the Ted Bundy documentary that was on Netflix. Carla sat on death row for 15 years and found God. Oh, did she now? There were major protests in the UK in the late 70s if Carla should be executed. See, I don't get the whole death row thing. I think if you're on death row and they sentence you to death, technically you should face death. But I'm not always for the death penalty. It's a murky grey area when it comes to the death penalty. Obviously, we don't have that kind of issue in the UK. I think some cases deserve the death penalty. Do all cases that get the death penalty deserve it? Not always. I do think there are some people out there that should face the death penalty. And do I think the death penalty should be in the UK? Possibly. I'm always an advocate for justice, and I think maybe some cases in the UK have called for the death penalty, and obviously we don't do it. They just get life in prison and a lack of luxury. I mean, UK prison is exactly that bad. Let's be honest. It's more like a vacation in the UK. You know, if we're honest, there is a prison in Norwich, which is probably the bigger one around here. And I've never been to prison before. I've never had to go see anyone in prison, so I have that. And came down to the governor of Texas and future president at the time if Carla should be executed. George Derry both decided not to pardon her, and Carla was executed. Oh, okay. Eli is a good case for the death penalty. Well, I mean, he can put both sides of his story. And the stuff that he's done, I can't see that he would come out looking good. I mean, you know, you are entitled to a defense. You're entitled to be prosecuted, you're entitled to be defended, and you're entitled to be cross-examined by the defense. And you're also entitled to be cross-examined, um, you know, to get your point across. It's what I like about trials. Some more trials are fairer than others. Sometimes a trial by jury isn't the best thing for you. Sometimes it is better to take a plea deal or admit your guilt and get a lighter sentence. Sometimes if you're like a serial killer, you can give out the locations of the bodies and they'll go easier on you. Everyone, as they say, isn't entitled to a defense. Defenses always don't work for you. Sometimes it's just easier to plead guilty and get a lighter sentence, or to give up the bodies and get a lighter sentence. Some serial killers will go to the graves and never reveal stuff. Ela would have to be treated as a hostile witness. Oh, definitely hostile. I would say he'd be more treated as an uncooperating victim, an uncooperating victim slash innocent slash totally guilty. Throw the book at him, more like, would be my case scenario. I think in the UK it's easier because we don't have the death penalty. I think we don't have to think of stuff like that. So when we look at a case in America and there's a death penalty on the line, I think we kind of snipe and look at it as, oh, it's a death penalty, and kind of shrug it off. Because we don't have that in the UK. So when it comes to trial by jury, the maximum you can get is life in prison, and that's usually 25 to life. Now, most people in the UK don't serve a life sentence. Most cases in the UK, you get to 25 years to life, and you will get parole hearings. Usually, there's a minimum of 25 years for any convicted killer, but not a lot of them get out on parole. If anything, they generally die in prison. You do get the occasional slip through the cracks that get out, but then they tend to reoffend anyway. So if that's anything to go by, they do tend to reoffend quite quickly. So even if they were given the opportunity of reforming and let out, 90% of criminals reoffend within the first 3 months anyway. I used to have a friend that was a prison guard officer, so basically the average telltale signs were that if someone got out of prison, you give them 3 months and they'd be back. Some people don't reoffend, some people do. When it comes to serial killers, I think once a serial killer, always a serial killer. I don't believe you can just suddenly have an epiphany and not suddenly be a serial killer anymore. I think if you're that way inclined, I don't think a couple of years in prison is going to suddenly make you into a saint. And finding God is a really crazy one, where they're like, I killed all these people, I need to repent, but I found God. It's like, yeah, everyone finds God when they've killed a bunch of people and they're in jail facing death row. It's amazing how quickly you try and reform, isn't it? But people will say a come to Jesus moment, or they've seen the light, and try and get out of being executed. That's a great way to get out of being executed, is using the excuse that you found Jesus and that you're repenting and you're a changed man and that kind of shit. The Green River Killer out washing was an interesting case because the authorities actually got another incarcerated serial killer, Ted Bundy, to do a profile on who the killer could be. Yeah, they actually got Ted Bundy to do a profile on the Green River Killer. Ted Bundy was an interesting one for me because he didn't come off as he didn't have anything in his history to say he was a serial killer. He didn't torture animals. He really didn't have anything that made him a serial killer. And there's always been this theory of whether you're a serial killer or whether you're born one. What are you sending me a link to? Send to our website. I'll send you a link to a website. I follow you. Have the same walked in. What do you mean walked? Walked? Do we have walked interests? What have you sent me? Death list. What? When you're sitting on death row for decades, all you have to do is find God. Yeah, apparently you have to come to a come to Jesus moment. What have you sent me? The death list. This is a list of 50 souls chosen by the death list committee. The what? A quick recap of death list rules. Candidates must be famous enough such as their death would impact. Why did you send me, Gordo? Oh my god. Okay. It's a celebrity death list. Okay. I'll have to check it out in more detail. Well, we don't have exactly, I wouldn't call it a warped interest. I like serial killers. I like death. I like toxicology reports. I like pathology reports. I like cemeteries. I have a fascination for death, how it comes with terms with death, how death occurs. And serial killers just happen to be a big part of it. People like Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, the BTK killer. Charles Manson was probably my favorite, second to Ted Bundy. I liked Charles Manson. Ted Bundy was a good one. So how would you dispose of a body? I mean, the easiest way to dispose of a body is to actually eat it. As weird as that sounds, it is the best way to dispose of a body. Anyway, I've got errands to run. Talk to you later. Check out that True Crime project. Give you something to listen to. Yeah, that is the if you go to the thing I put in the chat, Sadrift, that's the link to the YouTube channel, and that was the last podcast I listened to. If you go into the description on that video, it should give you the link to the podcast, or you can watch it on YouTube. But if you have any trouble, Sadrift, just give me a message, and I will see if I can sort it out for you. How would you dispose of a body? Like I said, the best way to dispose of a body, I guess, is to eat it. You can't get more. I mean, chop it up, cook it, boil it off the bone. And then the bones you could crush to dust, burn them. Acid is a good one. If you want something to disappear, acid is a good technique. Don't fancy roast human leg with veg personally. Okay, thank you, Sadrift. Yeah, do give it a listen. This one was the podcast this time was about a pregnant lady who disappeared. It was a very interesting case. There are loads on that Facebook channel. If you go on there, they have a podcast every week that I listen to. It's really good to listen to. I use it while I work mainly as a in the background, because I don't personally like sitting in a complete quiet room. I like to have music in the background or a podcast, or I'd have something in the background. You know, um, because of being half deaf, I like to have sound in the background. If not, it's kind of like white noise. It's just too quiet for my liking. But that's just me. Um, um, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, maybe not a human leg. I kind of get what you're saying with that, Gordo. Maybe not, but you get my point. It is a way of getting rid of a body. Feeding it to animals is another good way. You could give a dead body to a bunch of pigs, and that body would disappear within a day. If you didn't know, pigs aren't just primarily vegetarians. If you have a dead body and you stick it in a pig pen, they will eat that up. There's actually a case um, where a person was killing people, and the only way they were discovered is when bones were found in a pig pen. I would use a cemetery as it's the last place anyone would look for a body. It's full of dead people. I mean, I must admit, Gordo, that is a good idea. You found an interesting one, Reese. Dean Corral, the Candyman. He had as many young male victims as Gacy. He did, didn't he? Dean Corral. I don't know if I've done Dean Corral's case. Let me see. I don't know if I did Dean Corral. I might have. To be fair, I've done quite a lot of cases, and it's hard keeping up sometimes. I do have a list of every case I've ever done. Dean Corral, the American serial killer. Hypothetically speaking, that is, of course. Yeah. Oh yeah, he tortured and murdered 28 teenage boys in Texas. That was it. I don't know if I've done a case on him. Texas, early 70s. Yeah. I don't know if I did a case on him or not. I'm not sure. I have done a lot of cases over the years. I wonder if I did one. I have my book of death. What? My book of death. I don't know if I did Dean Corral. Let's have a look. Hmm. Dean Corral. Hmm. Okay. Coleman, Collins, Carnes, Cook, Copeland. Oh, here you go, look. Oh, here you go. Dean Corral. It's a case I've done, but I haven't filmed it yet. Look. Dean Corral. One of the cases I've done, but I haven't done a video for it yet. But it is in my book. I just haven't made a video yet because it's my book of death. It's my Edinburgh Dungeon book of death. Yeah, I haven't done the video yet, but it's in the pipeline. I'm getting through them. He had two teenage boy. He had teenage boys that helped lure the kids to him. Yeah, and thanks it came to light. Yeah, he killed a lot of people. Graves are always being dug a day or two before, so it wouldn't take much to dig a hole a little deeper and hide a body and put a coffin on top. It is a great theory. Yeah, Kool-Aid. I haven't actually done the video, but I've actually written the case to do it. So it will come up eventually. I don't know when, but it will come up. I'm getting there. I have a lot of cases I'm doing. I have an entire book. You know that? Look, look. I have entire cases that I've been doing. There's like a massive amount there. massive amounts of cases that I've been researching and doing. So I've been busy. I've been fairly busy myself, but it's in the pipeline. That's my theory. Well, it's a good one to have, Gordo. I can't say I go around hiding dead bodies to have maybe a particular look on it, hence not being a serial killer. Um, but I do, as you can see, have an interest. It is a thing I kind of look into quite a lot and partake in, should you say. Must be hard to cram all in 3 minutes. Do you know what? Amazingly, I do really well, as in portionizing. Basically, to give the murder stories in 3 minutes, I basically take a great big chunk of what I know and I just condense it into like need to know points. So for me, when I do a 3 minute murder story, there's certain points that you want to get within the video, i.e., the title, who they are, what happened, the murders that took place, and then the outcome. So there's like 4 different parts. You want to know who they are, when it happened, who they killed, a general look on the actual investigation, and then the clincher is obviously whether they came to justice, whether it's a case that's remained unsolved. Um, besides, I ran out of space under the patio to hide them. That's the thing when you kill too many people, your patio becomes full, your backyard becomes full, and next you have to look for somewhere else. You are a player, my dear Gordo. Um, let's turn my heating down before I melt. But I do hear what you're saying, Gordo. It's it's um it's an interesting subject, which I've took an interest in for quite a while. Um, but it's kind of what I like. Um, that'll be Discord going off because people can't stop messaging. Kind of running out of topics. I'm not really sure what else to say. Just if you do have any more dead bodies, don't come for me for advice because your ideas were kind of cool. But some serial killers use a river. Some serial killers use a forest to bury them. Some bury them in their own backyard. They're usually the. Let me put my phone on vibrate. They're usually the cases that are more interesting. The more they try and hide a body, the more fun the case is. It's always cool trying to work out where they are. And some cases are still unsolved. Let's not beat around the bush. Not every serial killer's been caught. Not every serial killer's divulged where all the bodies are, which is always interesting to look and research and join in the excitement of trying to find a dead body. Not that I've ever stumbled upon a dead body. Obviously, not a lot of people get murdered around my way, thank God. And there have been serial killers in the UK. You had the Ipswich serial killer who murdered all the prostitutes. You obviously had Jack the Ripper back in the day in London. So there have been serial killers in the UK. There are crazy people that will just go around with a shotgun and shoot people. They don't necessarily have to be serial killers or make a big deal out of them. You also had the Yorkshire Ripper. he killed at least, I think it was, he killed like 10 people. He was accustomed to the name of the Yorkshire Ripper. I saw that case the other day, and watched the Netflix program of the Yorkshire Ripper. I've always been fascinated by Jack the Ripper. It's always been a case that I've looked at. If you want to go back to cases in history of serial killers, Jack the Ripper was one I did look at in quite great detail when I first came to the realization that there were serial killers out there, or there had been serial killers in modern day world. They're not just on a piece of paper or in a history book, serial killers. I believe there was a saying that any one time in America there are 50 serial killers going around at any one time. So it can be a daunting subject for some people, of course. Yorkshire Ripper spent all that time in isolation and still died of COVID. Can you believe that? Yeah, the Yorkshire Ripper was in prison and he died of COVID. What are the chances? What are the chances of that? Dying of COVID as a serial killer. Of all the things he could have done, had a heart attack, died of cancer, died of old age, he died of COVID. I mean, what a way to go. The term serial killer wasn't used till the mid-70s. A lot of them, before they flew on the radio, they were just mass murderers. Um, Yeah, they were just like, well, they've killed a couple of people. And then throughout the 70s, things like serial killers became prominent, and it became a term for anyone that's killed more than three people. You have to kill more than three people to become known as a serial killer. If you kill two people, you're kind of a murderer. If you kill three, you're a mass murderer, and then if you get to things like tens, 20s, you're classed as a serial killer. I don't think there's a particular number that you have to have to be classed as a serial killer, um, as such, but I believe you have to kill three to be classed as a serial killer. Didn't he find God or something like that? Yeah, he tried to repent, like all serial killers. All serial killers have a come to Jesus moment, and they think they're going to be saved, and divine intervention's going to save them. But it's always an interesting thing to look at when you get a serial killer trying to repent. I didn't mean to kill all these people. Honestly, it was God telling me to do it, or Satan told me to kill them, or the voices in my head told me to kill them. They always have a try and get out clause. But if you kill them all at the same time, you're a spree killer. Yeah, if you kill two or three people within 24 hours within the same day, you're a spree killer, not a serial killer. A serial killer will generally kill one person or a couple. They will wait a couple of weeks and then they'll strike again. A spree killer is where you kill consecutive nights, like one after the other, or you kill them all on the same night. So yeah, there are different terminology depending on if you're a serial killer, a spree killer, a mass murderer, or you're just basically off your rocker kind of thing. Um, yeah. I get those voices telling me to troll Eli. I bet you do, Gordo. To be fair, so do I. Um, don't go easy on him is usually the best one. It's getting really dark in here, isn't it? Um, but I'm glad you two are still here. Kool-Aid and Gordo are keeping my stream going, which is great. I am going to pop out for 5 minutes, but I will be back. I will be back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Just needed a break for a minute. But who do we have still in the chat? Who's hanging in there? And putting up with all my put the camera back a bit. So Gordo's still here. Kool-Aid's kicking it with Raven. Hang on. Oh, need to wipe my eyes. One of them days. Oh. Maybe get those voices looked at, Gordo. Get them looked at. But yeah, it's always been a fascination for me. Serial killers, crime, kind of thing. But you know, everyone can have interests. Mine are just a little bit more warped than others. Nothing wrong when it comes to that. Is there anything wrong with that? Maybe there is. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy. Maybe I'm a little bit weird. Who knows? It could be both. Why the voices are my friends? I'm sure they are, Gordo. I'm sure they tell you to troll Eli, which is probably the best thing your trolls could tell you of all things. Troll Eli, troll Eli. I mean, you can't blame them for being right. I mean, he technically gets what he deserves. And when him and JB fall apart, I hope they troll the shit out of him. I really do. I hope they troll him. I mean, as always, repercussions come to those who wait. You know, remember, karma has no deadline, Gordo. I'm willing to wait for karma to take effect. I'm willing to wait, as they say. Karma has no deadline. Remember that. Karma has no deadline. And when it comes to Eli, you know, it's kind of the way it is. They're damn good at hide and seek, though. Are they? I bet they are. Um, let me turn my lights on. Ta-da! It does look more impressive in the dark. Looks more impressive now that it's gone dark. You can actually see the little greyhounds. I mean, how cute is that for a light? I was given that by the Greyhound charity. They gave it to me for dedication to trying to save greyhounds. I was presented it, which is kind of cool. Um, um, I don't know what else to talk about, Gordo, and run out of conversation. I know, it's amazing. Raven's run out of a topic. I don't know what else to say. Um, hmm. Kind of quiet this evening on the YouTube front. I mean, yesterday was quite busy, I guess. And I did live stream for 5 hours, so maybe that's why. My knees are in the way of my face. I don't think that makes a difference to the content I'm putting out there. Kind of not sure what to talk about. Anyone have any questions, any queries, anything they want to ask? I don't really have a lot of content today. Nothing's really happened on the YouTube front apart from the shit show that was JB and Eli, and Lycan's doing a review on that tonight, so I don't want to take any limelight off of him. If you want to see that shit show, you can see it. I believe it's on Lycan Legion tonight, or it might be on Punk Aesthetic. I'm not sure which. Not stuff that's suitable for public viewing. Gordo, naughty, naughty. I mean, I did a relationship thing the other day, and relationships, dating, and that kind of thing. So that was kind of fun, and I did it with Flaming Dragon, who was a willing victim to come on my channel and be on my live stream so I can interrogate him. Because I have that influence on men, apparently, Gordo. I like to inflict random live streams on men and interrogate them, especially when he's new to my channel. That's also but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. I mean, really, you can ask me anything within reason, Gordo. I mean, let's keep it like above board. But I kind of need something to talk about to stay live. I need content, Gordo. I'm kind of stunted this evening when it comes to content. I've had a really quiet day. I haven't really done anything. So usually I had stuff to say, but I haven't really done anything per se. It's been a bit quiet on the Raven front. Yes, interrogate the new person. Hey, Flaming Dragon, you want to come on so I can interrogate you? Because I'm. Was he open to suggestion? What are you? What kind of conversation would be unsuitable for YouTube, Gordo? What would you say is unsuitable for YouTube? What would YouTube not like you to talk about to me? Is it the same stuff that Joe Buddy messaged me behind the scenes? Because Joe messaged me some questions behind the scenes of a risque nature, which was kind of different, mind you. I didn't mind it. To be fair, I answered quite a lot of questions on the night of the relationship / dating app. I did answer quite a few questions about my dominant half. And Joe asked me some more behind the scenes, so that he could interrogate me some more. He didn't get questions to everything, mind you, only some of them. I have to keep some things close to my own chest. But I'm here alone by myself, and that's for me to know and you to find. Is it, Gordo? Naughty, naughty. But yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, I don't kind of have a topic. Serial killers was kindly brought in by Kool-Aid, so thank you to Kool-Aid that brought up that topic. Just Joe being pervy. Probably. I mean, you old guys, you're all the same. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. Someone give me a topic. For the love of God, give me a topic. I need something to talk about. I need to talk about something. I'm not sure what. But you're still here, Gordo, so you're obviously liking my content. If not, you just don't have anyone to troll right now. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I just thought I would live stream. I was kind of bored. You're gonna have to time out Joe next time for being pervy. That's a good reason to time him out, though. That's a good reason. That's a reason you could use, Gordo. Time him out for being pervy and asking naughty questions behind the scenes. Bad Joe. Good idea, Gordo. We can punish men for being too risque behind the scenes. We need to keep it clean. Although I don't mind answering those kind of questions, not particularly on YouTube, but then again, I can private a live stream that never has to see the light of day again, or I can also delete it. But I won't delete it because I lose. You're home alone as well. Oh dear, Mrs. G at work, Gordo. But I kind of need some entertainment. Hence the name of my stream being "Come and Entertain Me." I'm looking for entertainment because I'm home alone. I had my tea, and then I kind of sat here needing something to do. And I thought, why don't I just live stream? It'll give me some company. Because it does get lonely. I mean, look, there's no one here. My son's not here. He's not due home till tomorrow. I'm by myself. I was kind of lonely. There's bugger all on the TV. Exactly, Gordo. And I just thought I would live stream. But I didn't really have anything to talk about. Or maybe she's buried under the patio. Who knows? Well, I mean, sky's the limit with you, Gordo. Who knows? You could have buried her under the patio with the TV. I mean, that would be the best way of putting it. Get rid of the TV, get rid of the wife, stick them both under there. I love Mrs. G, really. And so do you, Gordo. She isn't buried under there, really. If she was, I don't think Gordo would be putting it out on here for me to broadcast. Unless that's a really good serial killer that just says that. Never admit to being a serial killer, Gordo. Keep it under wraps. Gordo's here at the very least, and Flaming Dragon, I believe, is still kicking about. I'm just not sure what to talk about. I've been live for 2 hours. Last night I was live for 5 hours. That was a good stream, Gordo. Last night was really fun. Kept me going, should I say. My Discord is it my Discord that's really noisy? Yeah, Discord's noisy. You bet your pervy. Do you, Gordo? Is that for a fact? Have you fixed your laptop yet, Gordo? Because I really wanted my backdrop. I really wanted my new thing because I've hit 2,025 subs, Gordo, and I was hoping to have my new banner and that. But obviously, your laptop's died, which isn't good. But once you get round to that, I would love my banner in that, Gordo, if you wouldn't mind. I can't resize it myself, which sucks. Um, Kind of dead end this evening, isn't it? I'm lost for words. I know, first time ever. I'll have to pop out in a bit to walk the dog. Oh, no worries, Gordo. The lappy is fact, so it might be a while. Oh dear. I'll have to see what I can do, Gordo. Whether I can resize it myself, I have no idea. But you take your time, Gordo. No rush. My channel looks good as it is, or I wouldn't be getting new subscribers, I guess. You could say. But if anyone would like to cure my boredom, please do so. I don't know. My hair is looking a state today. Look at this. It's like a rat's nest. I look like a hippie from the Manson fucking family. Raven's lost word. Ooh. Very British there, Gordon. Ooh. Yeah, I'm lost for words. I'm not really sure what to talk about. I know. The thing is, if I'm not bullying Eli, I don't really have anything to talk about. Hi, Reza. Just saw you alive, going off break and now back to work. Yes, working again this weekend. Oh, thank you, Reza. You're hard at work again, my friend. I'm always not hard at work, amazingly. Mm. Always working really hard, aren't you, Resla? Much love to you. But yeah, I'm lost for words, Gordon. Ooh, it's not very often that happens. I mean, last night I was talking for 5 hours, and tonight I can barely string a sentence together. I mean, who knew? Apparently, my face is looking sunken as well. Has anyone else noticed that, or is it just me? But my face here looks sunk, and someone was saying about it here as well. That it looks sunken, and that I'm not eating enough because my face is kind of. Do the drapes match the rugs? Asking for perfect. Well, thanks for that, Gordo. Could always count on Gordo to lower the tone of my stream. Do the drapes match the rug? Mm. What do you think, Gordo? Yeah, my face is apparently sunken. It looks like it curves in. And apparently that's from not eating too much. Apparently I'm turning into a skeleton. I mean, it's possible. Could be turning into a skeleton. My face could be sinking, or I could be getting old. Could be all three. Or it could be because I sit like this and I lean on the side of my face. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm getting old, Goldie. I'm getting old, Gordy. That's what it is. Would I be any different? Of course not, Gordo. We love you the way you are. You're my little troll buster. What to talk about? Does anyone have any questions? I'm not exactly riveting conversation tonight, I know. I've had a very long walk today. I must have walked. I have no idea. I walked for miles today. It felt like miles. Felt like miles. It did feel like miles. I must admit. I'm yawning away. Sorry, message behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. I do, but they are not suitable for YouTube. You're so naughty, Gordo. Bad, bad Gordo. Don't make me take your wrench, Gordo. You're misbehaving, Gordy. We're going to have to take your wrench and we're going to have to give it to Joe. Don't make me give your wrench to Joe, Gordo, because he'd love it. Obviously, he would. Kind of stuck on what to talk about. I don't know. I've been live for 2 hours. Obviously, I was live for 3 hours yesterday. I've been live every day the last week to try and get my hours up so I can get monetized. So I'm trying to stream at least every day for a couple of hours to get my watch time up so that I can be monetized. I'm behaving on stream behind the scenes is a different matter. Behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm forever getting messages behind the scenes all the bloody time. Day in, day out, my phone goes off. If it isn't messages, it's Discord beeping all hours. People in America don't get that us British people sleep and that Discord is constantly going off. Because I have the Discord app on my phone for when I'm out and about. This need to know drama and information is a 24/7 thing. But yeah, it's 7:10. Is that it? Oh God. Only. You just sit here and sway all day, but I need content. I don't know. I was singing to myself earlier. That's what I generally do. Could be worse. You could be buzzing as well. Like, I could be. I don't know. I haven't had. It's been a while since I've had the house to myself. I must admit, it's been a while. It must have been at least. Must be a month or two since I've had the house to myself, and I'm all alone. That's how you date in the modern world during lockdown. You have a house to yourself, and you're all alone. Um, yeah. Unfortunately, Gordo, during the lockdown, company is hard to find, as you all know. Um, but yeah, things can only get better. Once lockdown is lifted, I'll be able to go out more and socialize and, be able to hang out more. Um, I do like to go out within reason. Um, Gordo, you naughty boy, Gordo. Dear, oh dear, Gordo, what are we going to do with you? You and your naughty behaviour, Gordo. Tut, tut. Don't make me get the whip out. Then again, you'd enjoy a good whipping, Gordo, mind you. Um, um, I don't know. What to talk about? My back's killing this evening. Too much walking. I'm a little sore. And only from walking, Gordo, mind you, in your pervy mind. It is just walking I've done, mind you. Yeah, what is the time? 7:15, is that it? Dear God. Time goes slow, doesn't it? Like tick tock, tick tock. That's all I can hear is the clock behind me. Um, Making the day feel really slow. I don't know about anybody else, but the day went really quickly. I think it might have been "Come on, Ali." Do, 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 from this moment, everything. Do, 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 do. You're typical UK, aren't you? Like, come on, Ali. I guess Jamie's not live till 12, so I guess I'm one of the few people actually live at the minute. I mean, a lot of people haven't been going live recently, which is a shame because I do like hanging around in live streams. Have you sent me something else, Gordon? No. But Facebook as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. You're gonna have me singing at this rate, Gordon, and I need to stop because we don't want people to be deaf. My poor singingist. Well, it certainly wasn't relaxing. She was singing. Oh, there, Gordo. I do like your little warped imagination. I don't know who else is in the chat, Gordo. There's 5 of you here, but you're the only one chatting. Is everybody else listening to me? Because God knows why. This is not riveting content. Who's ever's here, you poor people. I'm not really entertaining this evening, am I? It's not can come and be entertained. It's come and be my entertainment. I was trying to get people to be my entertainment, not me be theirs. But on YouTube, I guess it works both ways. I guess. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We have 5 in the box. Woo! I meant to get excited by that, aren't I? Or is that 50 in the box and then I jump up and down? I meant to be overwhelmed that I have people in my chat still because obviously my content is kind of bland, apparently. Not to everyone's taste. I'm not trying to be everyone. So that's good. I'm trying to be me. Don't know if I'm succeeding in that. Maybe. But I'm a nice person in real life. Gordo, you obviously know because you've seen me. You've met me. I'm genuine. I'm lovely. I'm usually, yeah, I'm the only one talking gobshite in the chat. You are, Gordo. You're keeping my chat going. If not, I think I'd be talking to myself, and we really don't want that. I don't think I could talk to myself. Oh God, shut up, Discord. Oh, it's Gordo. Gordo, stop messaging me. Depends on which box you're referring to. Ah, Jesus. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Thank you, Gordo, for keeping my stream going with your pervy nature. Can always depend on Gordy. You're still getting over the meeting? What, after 3 years, you're still coming to terms with it, are you, Gordo? Was it that distressing for you to meet me? Am I that bad? Am I that bad, Gordo? Were you traumatized? You're trying. Was I that bad? I mean, to be fair, I think I was very well behaved. I'd like to think I was very well behaved, mind you. Could be wrong. You're suffering with PTSD. What? You're suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder? For what? What did I stress you out with? All the niceness. Was I too nice? You were over flooded with niceness. Is that what it is, Gordo? I was too nice. I have a tendency to be too nice. I don't think I'm that bad. But if you did suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder, Gordo, I'm sorry that I was so nice to you. I apologize for being too nice. I apologize for being nice. I'm sorry. Kill them with kindness, they said, but apparently kindness, too much kindness, is not good. We have to kill them with kindness, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, Gordo. It must be hard putting up with me in real life on YouTube. But that's just me. Little old me. Um, Sorry, behind the scenes. But yeah, I think I've had a nice day. I went for a walk. I had a microwave meal for tea because I'm so into cooking. And I've live streamed the last 2 hours, so I haven't really done a lot today. Probably should have done, but I haven't. But that's just me. You're not sending me naughty pics, are you? No. Not unless you want pictures of my cat, Gordo. I send you pictures of my pussy. Send you pictures of my pussycat. You wish, Gordo. You wish. No, the most risque pictures I show of my pussy cat. Pussycat. The night is getting to me. Um, I do like music in the background, like all the time. It's kind of my thing. I don't know what my phone is doing. Have its own fit. So all these messages behind me, no comment. I bet. I bet no comment. Keep it that way. Besides, any DMs you read out, do I? Unless I'm told otherwise. I don't read all DMs out, but yours are generally funny, Gordo. I don't have anything really to worry about your DMs. They're usually funny. Sometimes it has to be somebody else's fault. Um, sometimes, sorry, I'm sending someone a message. Um, sometimes I don't read DMs out. It depends if they tell me to or not. Sometimes people tell me not to read DMs out. And I thought it was funny, your DM anyway. It's really quiet on the YouTube front this evening. Very quiet. Um, I think it's quiet. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll do till 2.5 hours and cut it off. I don't know. It's kind of quiet in here tonight. Hey, Emily. Kind of lonely at the same time. It's really quiet in my house, and I'm not always a fan of quiet. And it's dark. I could turn the lights on instead of sitting in the dark like some weirdo. Um, kind of tired, I suppose, from all the walking. Kind of made me tired. I did walk about, I don't know, 15,000 steps today, maybe. So I've done a lot of walking, and I mean a lot. It was about 15,000 steps, apparently. So a lot of walking. The old legs and the old back are feeling it, I can tell you. Jazz had your dinner. It was lush. What did you have? I had a microwave breakfast for one. Go me. Uh, that's how exciting my tea was. It was a microwave meal. I would kill for a Domino's right now. Oh, I would kill for a pizza. Nice Domino's pizza right now would just go down really well. But Domino's don't deliver here, which is a shame because I'd love the Domino's pizza, and obviously not getting one, not getting one, obviously. But I'd love a Domino's pizza. Oh, you can only get them in Durham, and you had a crispy chicken wrap. Oh, that's nice. They only do Domino's deliveries to like Necton, and I'm like the next village over, or next two villages over. Um, No, don't deliver here. I'd so kill for a Domino's. If anyone out there in YouTube world wants to bring me a Domino's, be my guest. I'd love one. You can pay for it and send it to me and have it come to my house. That would be great. I'd love a Domino's. A nice, nice margarita right now would go down oh perfectly. Um, but who's gonna get me a Domino's? Let's be honest. On the fact that you can't actually get Domino's delivered to me, they'd have to bring it to me themselves. That's not a lot to ask the universe, is it? Yeah, I haven't had a Domino's in ages either, and I was sitting here this morning, and I was like, I could murder a Domino's. Like, I just want piping hot, cheesy pizza right now. Would do me. But like I said, Domino's don't deliver to me, unfortunately. But I'd kill for Domino's. Not literally kill someone, figuratively kill them. Kill them with kindness. But yeah, you can't get it delivered to mine. You can't get Pizza Hut delivered to mine either. All the nice pizza people in the world don't deliver to my house, which is a shame. You're not a lover of pizza, Gordo. What's wrong with you? I love pizza, but there's no Papa John's near me. Pizza Hut don't deliver this far. Domino's don't deliver this far. So I am in like pizza hell where I live. You prefer an Indian. I know you do. You said you once before that you prefer spicy food, don't you? Me, on the other hand, I don't like spicy food. Um, but I would so kill for Domino's right now. Um, but with the fact they don't deliver here, I'm kind of out of luck. But if there's some wonderfully mysterious man out there that would like to bring me a Domino's, I'd love it. I had a Papa John's literally across the. You have a Papa John's across the street from your house. Oh, God, you're making me jealous, Emmy. How jealous could you make me feel? Um, Dan. Oh, you have a Papa John's across you. Gordo doesn't like no many carbs in it. So what? You only live once. Um, oh, kill for Domino's. As I was saying, if there's some mystery, sexy man out there that can bring me a Domino's, please do so. Because I'd love a Domino's. Oh, I can just imagine biting into the cheese now and it being warm and feeling good with the Domino's in me. Can't have anything else in me, so we're gonna have a Domino's. Oh, got a bit cheeky there, Gordo. Need to reel it in a bit. We're pulling on the cheek. Pulling on the cheek there, Gordo. We have all major food chains literally 15 minutes from me. Oh, don't tell me that, Gordo. Let me call Anderson and ask him. Yeah, I need a hot mystery man to bring me a Domino's because I can't have anything hot in me and mysterious, so we're going to have a pizza. Um, maybe I can be persuaded to have a different pizza, but Pizza Hut isn't as good as Domino's. I love Pizza Hut dearly. It was one of the places me and my ex would go every year for our anniversary. And I loved Pizza Hut, but you can't beat a Domino's. Oh, when I pick up Miss G, there is a KFC right next to her work. Oh my God, the temptation, Gordo. I don't like chicken myself, but the temptation for you with all these and Emmy's got a fucking Papa John's and you've got a KFC. I don't have anything near me. There's a McDonald's, but it's drive-through only at the minute. And obviously I'd have to walk to it, which is about 3 miles to my nearest nearest McDonald's is about 3 miles. The nearest KFC to me is Kings Lynn. So I don't have a lot where I live. You like Nando's? I bet you do. The nearest Nando's to me is Nando's. I think there's one in Kings Lynn, or there used to be, or the other Nando's would be in Norwich. So you've got to go to the bigger cities around me to get things like Nando's, Papa John, and that kind of thing. Even places like Pizza Hut, you've got to go to Kings Lynn. There's nothing really around me that's like big. We have like small kebabs, a small Indian, a small Chinese. Um, but you can't beat a Domino's in my case. And I am so hungry. I'm getting Domino's withdrawals because I love Domino's and just the crust and cheese and oh, I'm so hungry. Do I look it? I feel it. I feel hungry. What do you think of homosexual community? Do you support the HBTQ community? I have nothing against homosexuals. And what's HBTQ? Is that the heterosexual, bi, trans, queer people? I don't know how else you put it. I don't have a problem with anyone. Gay, straight, lesbian, bi, pansexual, unisexual, however you want to live your life is entirely up to you. I swallow comb ice. Oh, I swallow and come. See? Yeah, very nice name. We have three Mackie D's, three, two KFCs, a Burger King, all within 4 miles. You're not making me feel any better, Gordo. I'm gay, and that's nice to hear. Yeah, I don't have any problem at all. My sister was actually is actually bisexual, so I don't have any issues with that. I think my sister at one point was bisexual, and I have gay friends. I have a couple of gay friends. One of them's gay, like fully gay, and the other one is bisexual. And then I also have some bisexual girlfriends. So yeah, I have no issues with the homosexuals. If you want to be transgender, if you want to be whoever you want to be, that's perfectly fine by me. I don't have any issues with that community. Each to their own. I do spend a lot of my time watching Rowley's channel. If you know who Rowley is, he does piercings and that kind of thing, and he's highly gay. So I like watching Rowley's channel on YouTube. The other day he did like weird piercings. Then he was looking at TikToks that were against being a super straight male and that kind of thing. And it was just kind of weird videos. You have to walk the dog. He knows it's nearly time for his walk. He's hovering and pestering me. Okay, bye, Gordo. I love Rowley too, Emmy. I love him. Let's get into the YouTube video and all these little mannerisms. He's so sweet, you know. Hi, bitch. We're gonna crash on the train and woo to our death, you know. Chicka chicka. He's so Rowley's so lovable. Um, and he's like, we get into the next YouTube a video, and he talks all kind of weirdly, you know. You love his taste test videos. He did one recently. He did one recently, didn't I? I can't remember what he taste tested. What are they doing? They were tasting. They were doing a taste test of sweets or food or something. I think the last video. I think the last video I saw of Rowley was weird piercings, and this woman had pierced her ears, and she was in the army or something, and they decided that she had to close up her ears, and she burnt them with some acid to close up her ears. It was a really weird video, but it was on Rowley's channel. And then the other day he did one on bad piercings or bad piercing techniques. And he was quite funny. But yeah, thank you, Gordo, for keeping me company. You're welcome. Mexican candy, I believe. Yeah, he did like some Mexican. I knew it was sweets. But he's really funny. Him and all of his friends. So yeah, I swallow cum. I like your name. I have no problem with whoever you are. You can be whoever you are. I'm goth for a start, so I'm no one to judge anybody else. I don't judge anybody. But that Domino's pizza, trust Gordo. Change the conversation, make it about pizza, and then disappear. And now I'm hungry. I want a steaming hot Domino's cheese and tomato margarita pizza. Just gonna have to think about it because, like I said, I can't get Domino's to me, which sucks. I need a Domino's. And Emmy's emo, so yeah, Emmy's emo. I'm goth, so we're both alternative in our natures. Um, what am I doing? Hang on. Come on. Sorry, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. I'm loving my bandana. Is that your new one? Hang on, let me just delete this. But yeah, if anyone wants to find a way to get a Domino's pizza to me, by all means. You don't know where I live, you'll just have to guess. I need a pizza. I need a Domino's cheese and margarita pizza for anyone listening. Because I'm hungry. I'm a poor, lonely soldier who's hungry. But thank you, Gordo. The KFC, the Burger King, and you bought a 12 pack of multicolored ones. Oh, cool. Awesome. As you know, I wear hats. But I do have, I don't know if I have any bandanas. I don't think I do. No, I don't think I have bandanas. Um, but they are kind of cool. Been live for 2.5 hours. Go me. Oh, I don't know what else to say now. A little bit quiet. To be fair, it will be quiet. Like I said, I'm on my own. It's gonna be quiet in here. Keeps my hair out of my face while I wait for the hairdresser. Oh my God, Emmy. I need a hairdresser's. I need to dye my hair. I need a hairdresser's. I mean, look at this rat's nest. Look at it. It's like the tail of a rat. It needs some love, attention, and dye is what it needs. It needs dyeing. Um, but I'm so hungry now, Gordo. This is all Gordo's fault. I'm starving. I can literally smell that pizza that I don't have. I know it's crazy. You can smell a pizza you don't have. I can smell, that kind of thing where you can imagine the pizza in front of you and you can get. That's what I'm doing. I'm smelling air because I can smell pizza. You're going grey. It's probably stress, Emmy. It's all the stress of modern day life. That's what it is. I wouldn't blame you for going grey. Wouldn't blame you for going grey. Um, I blame my dad. He went grey when he was on. All right. Um, I'd say my hair is starting to I wouldn't say grey, but I would say my hair is definitely unloved and needs some attention. Um, I mean, I'm not grey yet, but it definitely needs some love. It needs some love, Emmy. It's kind of lackluster. It's missing its volume. It needs to be cut, it needs to be layered, it needs to be dyed, and it needs to be vavavoom. Needs to vavavoom. That's what it needs. We need some vavavoom in my hair. And look at it. It's like a rat's nest. I can't wait for the hairdresser's to open. It's one of the first things I want to do is get my hair cut and dyed. You had to cut your own fringe because you're like this. It got too long for you. I bet that wasn't fun. I've never cut my own hair, ever. On the basis that I'm too terrified. So I've had to wait. I've had to wait, which is not great, mind you. Um, Obviously the bandana helps. Yeah, you couldn't see. I'm guessing you could tie your hair back with the bandana. That's probably why you've got some more to tie your hair back. Oh, very quiet on the YouTube front this evening. Very quiet and peaceful. And it's what, 7:45? Sensor Day tomorrow. What's Sensor Day? What's Sensor Day, Emmy? What does that mean? Oh, the joys of 2021, huh? First COVID, then a full lockdown for the UK for 6 months, and then we get a Sensor Day. Great. I mean, you can think of anything more fun to be doing. Um, Anything more fun? It's like the highlight of our year, isn't it, Emmy? Is that where you have to fill in a stupid form, i.e., you have to do it online or some bollocks like that? I think my son mentioned something about it the other day. Some leaflet came through. I don't know. Something like that. I mean, they keep getting us with all this excitement, Emmy. We're going to be overwhelmed eventually. Yep, that's the one. Awesome. This year just keeps getting better and better. Getting more fun by the day. More and more fun, obviously. The joys of 2021. Yeah. We have the pandemic. We've been in lockdown for 6 months of it. Now we get a Census Day. Oh, joys. Can't wait for 2022. You know, if 20 was that bad and 2021 is virtually the same. I wonder what 2022 can bring us. Something worse? Who knows? But people aren't going. Can you imagine that, saying that to your kids? That the year that bog roll became virtually extinct. I didn't get the whole bog roll thing because you didn't need bog roll for COVID. You're not shitting yourself to death. Um, the year that bog roll became like the dinosaurs was becoming extinct. I don't think I've ever gone to a shop and not been able to buy bog roll. That was like a weird thing of going down an aisle and going, "What the fuck's all the bog roll gone?" Oh, someone bought it all. Like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with people? Exactly. Like, as the UK, as you well know, Emmy, once somebody does something, the world goes crazy. You know, one person does one thing, so everybody does the same thing. Um, they're all crazy, the whole lot of them, batshit crazy. We follow them like sheep. Yeah, one person does something crazy, it hits social media, and suddenly half the world is off its rocker. I mean, they were doing it in America too. It wasn't just the UK. America was starting fights over toilet roll. I mean, can you imagine that? You know, people in Walmart and everything were fighting over loo roll. People have gone crazy. Um, but that's people for you. People are quite literally were off their rockers. Um, and it's a crazy world to live in like that, to have people that can just flip like that at a moment's notice. It's a dangerous world we live in. Um, New dangers every day, if you want to put it like that. Um, so, you know, I never had, yeah, that's the human race. Mm. It's the world we live in. One person does one thing, it hits social media. Next minute, everyone's doing it. It's the whole, you know, follow culture. Once someone's done it, everyone joins in. It's a bit like TikTok, though. Once TikTok or Instagram has a picture on there or a video, people are all imitating it, same as YouTube. So it's no different to someone mass buying loo roll and other people following suit. They all kind of do the same. Yeah, we've all got to get on the trends on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok, all the selfie trends on Instagram and, you know, doing crazy stuff just to get noticed. So you can all be part of this one big conglomerate of social media. All following like sheep, as you said, Emmy. We all follow the crowd, I guess. as I've said before, I don't have TikTok. I have Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and Facebook, but I don't have TikTok. I try and do my own thing on TikTok. Yeah, because you want to stand out. The only way to stand out on something like a social media is to do something different. That's the only way you'll stand out on a platform is by being different. Um, and as they say, going against the grain like everyone else is doing. Um, that's the social media world that we're living nowadays. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, the whole world of taking selfies constantly and photographing everything you do, from everything you eat, everything you wear, everything you say. Um, because we're all just hungry for new content. We are. We're hungry for the next big thing constantly, and it's all trying to bring us the new stuff every day, new content, new relevance, new importance, um, and trying not to blend into the background, I guess. Oh, yeah, kind of thing. Um, ah, um, yeah, we're all power hungry, social hungry. We're all looking for the next big thing, especially in social media, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or whatever. Um, I've had to take a break from TikTok ever so often as it's too much at times. It is. I mean, I go on Instagram every day and Snapchat every day. I probably go on Twitter maybe a couple of times a week. I'm on Facebook every day because I talk to people. But what I call social media would be the Instagram and the Snapchat that I do every day. I post to Instagram every day. I post to Snapchat every day. And then Twitter and Facebook, I post on occasion. It's not as much. Um, But I enjoy taking selfies. I enjoy taking selfies, pictures of my cat, pictures of where I've been. So Instagram for me is not really a job. It's more like just having fun, sharing stuff with people that have my Instagram and that, and just hang out. Oh, I keep yawning. It's because I'm sitting in a dark room. It's making me want to go to sleep. Um, I'm still wanting that pizza. Could you believe? I'm still hungry for pizza. Um, I have the hell of a munchies. I have the munchies like no one's business. My phone's gone off now. My phone's always going off. I'm like so popular. Um, can't even spell. Um, how long have you been doing TikTok for? How long have you been doing TikTok since it came out or just recently? I've had an Instagram account for a couple of years, not since it began. I weren't really into it. Oh. But I've recently been posting more on Instagram because I've been getting more followers, I guess. Um, a lot more people from YouTube are following me on yeah. A lot more YouTube people are following me on Instagram. Like a couple of years now. Oh, cool. It's something to keep you occupied, isn't it? A hobby, a pastime, kind of like YouTube for me. It's a hobby, um, and just a way of like um, bridging the gap, I guess. But got more into it during the pandemic. Yeah, because you have more free time. You had a lot more time to think, a lot more time to do stuff. Just free time, isn't it? I think a lot of people took up a lot of hobbies during the pandemic that they maybe wouldn't necessarily have um you made your own cosplay characters on there. I did see some of them. I don't know if you I think it came up on your Facebook, if I remember rightly. Some of it did. I think some of it came up on your Facebook because I did see one of your TikToks. Um, can't remember which one it was now, but I've seen some of them on your Facebook. I think it is. Where you'd had mask on your face or something, if I remember rightly. Um, Kidder and Soldier 76 from Overwatch. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it was an Overwatch character. I've never played Overwatch before, um, ever. Um, but I've never played Overwatch before. But I did see that you did like some mask thing, and it was kind of cool. TikTok, um, it's not really for me. I prefer Instagram. But I have watched TikTok with my son sometimes. That's always kind of fun, to watch that. Well, I am more of an Instagrammer, if I'm honest. I do like Instagram more. But it's good to have it's good to have something to put your mind on because with the pandemic being in all the time, having a hobby like that, like Instagram, like TikTok, YouTube, it does give you an outlet to the outside world. You have 3,753 followers and 29.1K likes. Cool. Entertain you. Hey, Poon Handler. Are you gay still? Gay, 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 gay. I need entertaining. I'm home alone and I'm bored. So me and Emmy are talking about TikTok. Yeah, I need entertaining, Poon Handler. Word. You're gay. Fair enough. Um, hey. But hey. You mean gay. Gay, gay, gay. Gay. See, gay. I knew you were gonna write. Gay, gay. But yeah, it's good to have a hobby, Emmy. It's nice to have an outlet for like your creativeness. Trying to hit 4K before your birthday. Will you keep going, Emmy? Um, I wanted to hit 2K before New Year and I didn't make it, unfortunately. But I have hit 2K now. Um, so I've done fairly well. I must admit, I think I've done fairly well. I wanted to hit 2K for New Year and it didn't go well. Playing with my hobby. Well, at least you've got a hobby there, Poon. Um, yeah, I'm bored, Poon. I'm bored. I also can't get pizza. I'm getting antsy, but you know, I will suffer, and it will be all Gordo's fault because it's his problem. Gordo mentioned food and pizza and Burger King, and I'm sitting here starving. I can't get Burger King because they don't live close enough. Domino's don't deliver. Emmy's made me jealous with Papa John's. What else was it? Gordo made me jealous of KFC. Oh, it has been a well quiet day. It has. Yeah, but it's only 6 times a day for 30 seconds. That long, Harpoon? Wow, they don't call you Harpoon for nothing, do they? Yeah? They call you Harpoon, do they? Because you're that quick. Um, I'm so hungry. I need to get my mind off food. Get my mind off food, Emmy. I'm hungry. I'm imagining pizzas in my head. I'm so deprived of food, I must admit. I'm so hungry. Um, I'm so, I need to eat. It's a race. It's a race, and women's better be fast. Imagine my McDonald's. Well, thank you for that, Poon. Um, how about house made of pizza? A house made of pizza. If only I could live in it like Hansel and Gretel and eat it. There would be me with the Hansel and Gretel, and I'd want to eat the house. Oh, I'm so I'm so lackluster of like willpower, aren't I? But a house made of pizza, that'd be kind of cool. I can imagine that house made of pizza. That would be kind of fun. But thank you for that, Poon. No one's really live tonight. I don't know about everybody else, but where is everybody today? Is everyone just like fallen off the face of the planet? Is there an alien or a zombie apocalypse I don't know about that we've missed? Because it seems really quiet. Whoa. There doesn't seem to be anyone live. There doesn't seem to be anyone really around. What's happened to everybody today? Um, Not that I'm complaining, as you can see. I'm not. I'm just surprised it's so quiet. I mean, to be fair, I have live streamed for 3 hours. Um, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about. Like I said, I've had a pretty quiet day. I mean, even YouTube's quiet. It's like dead quiet. Um, like absolutely dead. I haven't seen anyone stream today. Like I said, I've been out for quite a lot of the day, and when I came home, no one was streaming at all. It's kind of quiet on the YouTube front today. I know it's a Saturday, so maybe people are out there having lives, but in the UK, we are still are in lockdown, so we can't go out. There's no pubs, there's no clubs, there's no nothing. It's all quiet on the home front in the UK. But I've been live streaming for 3 hours, um, and the chat's been kind of on and off. A couple of people have been in. I think I got up to like 9 people earlier, which is quite good for me. Um, 9 people is quite good. I think I had like 13 people the other night, but it's not all about numbers. It's also about spending time with friends, which is important. Um, I need to stop looking at manga. Because you want to buy so much of it. That's the only problem with stuff. When you start looking, you want to start buying stuff, especially like models or new books, Emmy. I know the feeling. I'd like to eat woman's poony pie. Do you? Well, it's nice to have a hobby, poon handler. You seem to have a lot of hobbies that entail parts of anatomies, as I can see. But yeah, manga and anime. Um, I can't spell. Oh, can't spell. Yeah, you need to stop looking at it because the problem you'll find is that you'll want and want and want and want, and you can't have Emmy. It's like me. There's stuff I want at the minute, and I'm so broke and dirt poor that I can't afford it. And the more I look at it, the more I want it. Good way to spend. It is a good way to spend time. Looking forward to season 5 of My Hero Academia or Academia. Yeah, I thought you might be interested in that. I've been waiting to see Attack on Titan season 4, which I haven't got round to watching it because I've been so busy. My busy life. Um, oh, yeah, it's making me tired. It's sitting in the dark, and it's only 8:15. Why is today going so slow? To be fair, um, to be fair, I haven't done a lot today. In all honesty, yes, I need to binge watch Attack on Titan season 4. Yeah, I haven't got round to watching it yet. That's one of the ones I want to watch. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation, so I've been a little bit preoccupied recently. I've been playing Final Fantasy, so I've got a little bit distracted, should I say. I was gonna watch Attack on Titans, then I heard Final Fantasy was coming out for free, the 7 remake, so I decided to pick that up, and I've been stuck between trying to do both at the same time. I'm trying to say, but it is hard because I mean I'm dirt poor. I'm on benefits, so there's not really much leeway for luxuries, mind you, in that respect. Um, but you'll get there, Emmy. That's the problem. The thing is, I find something I want, and then I find something else, and then it kind of spirals, and I have to choose between the two. And it's kind of like, oh, I want everything. Um, and I don't have a man doting on me, so I don't have the luxury of having someone buying me stuff or dote on me. Um, so there is that. But you'll get there, Emmy. I'm sure you will find a way around it. Um, does make me wonder who's watching. We have 4 watchers. We have Emmy. Poon Handler is probably beating one out right now. Gone way too. He's probably beating one out as we speak. Emmy's still here. We have 4 people, so we have some lurkers, which is always nice to know. I always like someone that lurks, lurking in the background. But I'm so hungry. Once I finish this stream, I'm gonna have to eat. I don't know what. I don't have a lot to have in, but I've got to find something to eat. And thank you, Gordo, for making me want pizza, making me hungry, and then leaving the stream. I need to go somewhere and have a domino somehow at some point. Plus, I need a new phone as my battery is messed up. Does it not hold its charge, Emmy? I had to buy a new phone. I've got a. I don't know what I've got. What do I have? I don't even know what my phone is. I have. I don't know. I have a Motorola. I have a cool little Motorola, kind of 2 multi-toned Motorola, which is pretty cool. Um, and my last battery went funny. You've had it for 3 years. I've had my phone maybe 10 months. You're trying to save to get a new one. It's always saving, isn't it? It's always money, money, money. It's a hard thing to save for. You want a new phone, you want new stuff. There's always a fine line between needing and wanting. And I'm not the best saver of all. I mean, technically, if I want something, I'll buy it. I mean, I wanted a new phone and I bought it. It cost me £150. And I didn't look back once I bought it because I needed a phone. In my world, there's kind of two things. There's I need it and I want it, and they're two different things. So I needed a new phone because mine was broken, but I want a pizza right now, and it would be, you don't need a pizza, you want one. You're not gonna die if you don't have one. But I needed a phone, for obvious reasons, mainly for my son. But some things are a want and some things are a need, and there's a fine line between needing it and wanting it. Like it being a necessity to it just being a luxury. Um, There's like a midway between the two. So I want a pizza, but do you really need the pizza? Probably not, but I want one. But do I need it? Not really. I probably don't need a pizza, but because Gordo made me hungry, I now feel like I need one. As bad as that sounds, it feels like I need one now. Like I have to have a pizza. It's all Gordo's fault. He disappears, he leaves me hanging, and now I'm so hungry. I'm like crawling up the walls wanting something that I don't necessarily need, but I want. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? The world we live in, um, you try not to waste your money. Well, that's always a good way of trying to save money, not wasting it. That's always a good midway. Um, Always a good midway. Um, I've been live for 3 hours and 17 minutes, which is pretty good. I'm getting hungry, mind you. Um, I might live stream tomorrow. I need some pussy. Do, Poon. We all need some pussy. I'd love some man cock, but we can't all be that lucky. Well, good for you, Poon Handler. I wouldn't mind some man meat if you've got some going. Um, but I've been live for 3 hours and 18 minutes. I'm getting hungry. I really should eat something. It's like 8:30. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, so this is gonna take some while to decide because I can't get anything ordered because I don't live near anything. Um, but it's been wonderful talking to Emmy and Poon Handler. Always a pleasure, and Gordo especially, that was keeping my stream going while I was dwindling on the energy. I was quite tired today. I've walked quite a way, so I'm feeling the burn or feeling the tiredness from it. I probably need to chill out in front of Netflix with some food and just hang around. Um, but I've enjoyed hanging out, mind you. Um, I don't know who else is going live tonight. I believe Jamie's live at like midnight, which is like millions of years away from like now. Um, if you want to stream sometime next week, I'll join the panel. Awesome, Emmy. Let me know, Emmy. Message me on, what were you messaging me on? Message me on Snapchat or something when you can. Give me a day and a time, and I will try and make it. and we can do a panel by all means, Emmy. If you let me know when you're free, we can try and set it up, and that would be quite fun. Be like old times. But if you want to see more from me, you can follow me on Instagram. I am the_midnight_raven. If you've enjoyed this stream, do give me a big thumbs up. Poon Handler, go get some pussy, my friend. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Gordo. Thank you to Anna and Coach that turned up earlier. Thank you to Kool-Aid and everybody else that came to my stream. I'm really tired. I need to eat. But I might stream tomorrow if you guys want to join me. You're free all week. Well, that should make it a lot easier, Emmy. I will message you and see if we can sort something out. So I'm going to go have something to eat. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all very soon for another live stream, possibly tomorrow. Take care, and thanks for watching. Love you all. Good night.